You've probably watched at least one video from CGP Grey. He does animation and it's usually educational topics. And he does a podcast with a podcaster named Myke Hurley. And one of the big things that I love from that podcast is that they do a yearly theme, which is very similar to the concept of like a yearly goal or a yearly resolution, but you don't have to start it on New Year's. And it's not quite the same as a resolution in the sense that it's just sort of an overarching topic that you just do things to fulfill that topic as you go along. So if it's the year of health, you might do things that are fitness related, like working out, but you also would do things like eat healthy or stop smoking or avoid toxic people, like whatever sort of fits the theme. And so I actually kind of feel like, even though it was not official, I didn't actually come up with a yearly theme. I think moving from 2019 into 2020, I maybe did inadvertently do a year of enough. So when I say enough, I mean feeling fulfilled with either what I have or what I can get, and not constantly trying to go for more, whether that's this concept of keeping up with the Joneses or just trying to sort of fill some sort of void or need, but not filling it in the right way. Enough is enough. Enough is enough to at least be satisfied. And I think one of the ways that I've changed from 2019 to 2020 is that for me, enough was all these huge lofty goals. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those, but they're things that couldn't be fulfilled super fast. They're things that needed a lot of time, a lot of work, and they're things that we're still setting goals for. And that means that in the meantime, enough has to be set at a lower bar. And I know this sounds a little bit depressing, and that's not how I mean it, but like one of the things is we don't like living in this apartment, and so one of the big goals is to have a house. Well, that's not an instantaneous sort of goal. And so it's not that I can't be dissatisfied with this apartment, it's that I need to find ways to enjoy it as it is while reaching the other goal, which is to get a house. So 2019 was moving from kind of just drifting through everything into finding what my enough was and sticking to a plan, because there's a larger goal in mind and there's a plan for it. And I think that that is really helpful for remembering when you're setting goals, especially financial goals, that every dollar goes somewhere and counts towards something. And yes, certain things may feel good in the moment, but saving that money or spending it differently is probably better in the long run, even though it's not that instant gratification. And so my 2019 into 2020 was the year of enough, and I'm really hoping to continue that into 2021. So I'm curious how you guys have changed as you've gone from 2019 into 2020. Did you set a resolution, make a goal, do a yearly theme, or are you just winging it as you go along? I'd love to know. So leave it in the comments below. Please leave a like because it helps the channel so much. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I have been making a weekly video, try and do it with my husband every week, but he's not always here. I have a couple extra days off of work, so there's a fair amount of videos where it's just me. But if you don't mind listening to me talk, then please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.